Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Turning Your Passion in the Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you may be around the world. I'm your host, Gertrude J. Chapman, and I'm here to give you a productivity tip that will help you in your book writing journey. And this is something that, I decided to do for this month of November to give you one tip a day, a powerful tip per day that will help you gain the success that you are wanting to achieve. Excuse me, that you are wanting to achieve. Look like I can't get my words out this morning because I'm so excited about this segment. You know, I've been talking to different people, and they've been telling me, "Well, Gertrude, I have this going on, I have that going on." So I said, "Well, let me see if I could kind of revamp these programs a little bit and do it this way: one productivity tip per day. That's what I'm going to focus on this month." Okay? You know how there are so many women who are struggling with, financially because, they're looking to make ends meet and they're not seeing their value. They're not even seeing their self worth. And a lot of things, a lot of times they're thinking that, well, I don't have anything. I don't have anything that, I could use as how would I say this? I don't have anything that I could use that will bring me value, that I could trade for dollars. Okay. And a lot of times people think this way because they don't see their value. They're not seeing their worth. And I always encourage people, especially women, okay, that you do have something of value, that you do have worth, that there is something that you could write about, that you don't have to struggle. It brings me back to a time, like I told you, when I was laid off in 2006, twice back to back during the housing market crisis. How, I took what was in my hand and I built a viable business, from writing my book, something that I used to, I was just writing for fun, but I turned that fun into writing for profit. And this is something that I like to tell women, hey, you don't have to struggle. You know, you don't have to think that you don't have anything because, deep down inside, you have something of value and something that someone needs to know through your message, through your know how, through your experience, through your expertise. And, this is one reason that I'm on here with this Turning Your Passion into Profit morning show to encourage you that you have something of value. And this is what I do through my services as an inspirational book coach. I make it easy for you to generate a monthly revenue from writing your book and knowing exactly what to include in that book so it'll save you money and keep you from making costly mistakes. Because, mistakes could be very costly. A lot of times people say, well, I know how to write a book. And they write their books, and now they have books sitting around in boxes in the garage or in the trunk of their car. And those books are just deteriorating. Okay? Just deteriorating. So today, we're going to talk about marketing your book. Marketing your book. This is a very important power tip. Okay? The theme for this month has been productivity. And like I said, marketing your book and your audience. A lot of times, people forget. Many authors make this mistake of skipping over, for lack of better words, or ignoring people who are already paying attention to what they are already doing. They skip over these people. And I know, we hear out here on this these internet streets, but how about your local community? How about people that you already know and that know you? How about, maybe it's the schools, maybe it's on your job, maybe it's in a local club, maybe it's at your church, wherever it may be. There are people who are already paying attention. So, what are you doing about those people? Are you allowing them to just sit there? Have you ever thought about that? You have people who are already there. And what is it that causes you to skip over them and try to find other people? Those people that you already know, y'all, are just as important or even more. Because I'm going to tell you, they've been there from the start. And they are taking in what you're presenting. But, a lot of times, like I say, I speak to people and they don't even think about, the people that they already have that are their ideal audience. They don't even think about those people. Sometimes, you have to stop and look at your garden from the seeds that you already planted. From the seeds that you already planted. And those people, I'm going to tell you, those people need to be acknowledged and not ignored or taken for granted. However you may see this. There are people that are there already in your local community. And it's not saying that, you should stop, searching for your connections on the internet, but there are ways to bring those in your local community into, a united space. Okay? Because sometimes people, they get so involved in doing one thing that they forget about what's over here. They forget. So let's work to bring those things together, okay? Work to bring those things together. Go out there and, you capture those email addresses and different things of that nature, and you start communicating with those people and bring them into what you are doing on the internet, whether it's connecting, through Facebook, whether it's connecting through LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, or Alignable, because there's many different places out there where you could connect with people in your local community. And always focus on connecting with your right now audience, okay? Don't ignore them, because there's a common unity that links you two together that shouldn't be ignored, but it should be nurtured. It should be nurtured. Think about, why are they there in the first place? Why are they there in the first place? It's just like you threw a big party and you invited people that, you've known from the beginning, but you ignore them, okay? And you're more concerned about, getting new people in. And you don't even know the new people. You don't even know that if they're going to show up, because you were just passing out invitations to whoever will. You have to learn how to engage. Engage with the people, not only over these internet streets, but also the ones in your local community. Show them that you're concerned about what concerns them. Answer the questions that they already answered, that they already asking. Connect with them. And can I mention this to you again? It's never about you. It's never about you. It's never about, how much money you could make by selling your book. But it's always about your audience. It's always about what concerns them. Okay? It's always about them. Be that problem solver. Provide that excellent service. And I'm going to tell you, money will follow. You don't need to be concerned about, the money part. Money will follow. But don't ignore the people who are already there in your local community, because they're there for a reason. So many times we may get so, how you say this, involved in doing one thing that we forget that connection in the local community is just as important, if not more. Because those are the people in our local communities that we could touch, that we could see face to face, as opposed to the internet. Okay? So connect with your audience. Connect with your audience, especially if you're going to write a book. Okay? Connect with your audience ahead of writing your book, so they could get to know you and find out how you could help them achieve their goals. And from that, you continue to build that know, like, and trust. Okay? A lot of people, let me tell you another part where a lot of people make a mistake. They use marketing strategies wrong. Because what they do, they try to convince people who they have no relationship with to purchase their book. Have you ever seen that? Maybe you have even done it. Okay? Trying to convince a person who they have no relationship with to purchase their book. First of all, they don't know you. And you don't even know if that's something that would even interest them. So take that, what I have shared with you today, and look at it and see if you're making any mistakes in those areas. So the lesson today has been, pay attention to the people who's already there, not only on the internet, but also in your local community. People on your job, if you're on a job, okay? If you're not, if you're working a 9 to 5, people in that community. People at school, if your children are in school, people in clubs, whatever club that you may be in your community, wherever it may be, even your neighbors, y'all, your neighborhood. Just think about that. Pay attention and stop ignoring them. And you'll see big differences from that one simple step that you make. That one simple step. Okay? And bring those people together and build from there. Build from there. So if this broadcast has brought any value to you, drop me a line. That's another thing I want to say. Drop me a line, because I want to hear feedback from you, the community, okay? Drop me a line. Email me at turningpointenrichment@gmail.com. turningpointenrichment@gmail.com. And let me know what you think about, some of these things, how you have been helped by this show. So again, that's turningpointenrichment@gmail.com. I want to thank you for joining me today on Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. And don't forget to share this broadcast out with your friends. And I look forward to seeing you the next time. Remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. Have a great rest of your day.